Alright then, Damien, you're the last one. Let's do this. And I know I could probably read the cards over to try and get him in my favor, but whatever. I just want to go based off of, like, what I would do. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh, God. Oh, whoa, there's one. Sideshow, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Okay. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around the garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarsh. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is a hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they need to do is bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like, the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards. Such. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Woo! I'm loving this house already. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor? Estate? Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac, and it's gorgeous. I love these gargoyles. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. Oh, please tell me you have like an Addams Family thing where it's like the freaking like a noose. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back. And a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. Oh, I love that. Way creepy. I love it. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Oh, I'm in love with this house. Oh, the puppy in the corner! As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Ooh, look at your little sandwich setup. Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Sideshow, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with the walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked?
Oh.
I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. I do too. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. That's awesome. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward. There's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. Oh my goodness! The library of my dreams! And then, the butterflies on the wall! And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling, arched windows, the walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered all over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is he's clearly really proud of this room. I am too! I just had that Beauty and the Beast moment! I was picturing it in my head! Oh my god! Can I live with you? Look out the window, look at the butterflies, pick up a book, that's enough of the tour. Look at the butterflies. Ooh! I woke up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Pick up a book. You know, Sideshow, in the Victorian era, there were some controversies surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the change that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. You... Fanfic? Fanfiction? That's a rare book from my private collection. You like fanfiction. That is very clear at this point. Look out the window, please. Let's deter this. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No. But Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? Yeah. I could actually go for some tea right now. My voice is... Ugh, my throat's all rough. I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
Oh.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day than the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of Goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. I like your cape. I do. It's a cloak, actually, but thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me. You pull it off quite well. Oh, thank you. Regardless of my historical leanings, it's very important to me to present myself well. It has taken a long time to come up with a style that's both true to form and representative of myself, but I'm very happy with how I dress. I do get some strange looks, yes, but it's something that brings me a great deal of joy, so I don't mind. Hey, shout out to, it's Black Friday on YouTube, because she does the same thing. She goes full goth, and I wish I had, like, the courage and the confidence to do what she does, and just goes out every day, all black, complete not like 80s goth, but complete goth attire, and that's pretty much what this is speaking some truths about. Man, I wish I could do what she does. I love her. I love you. You're awesome. And I wish I could go to Germany just to say hi to you. Anyway. To be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders that are period appropriate feels amazing. You wear top hats? You don't? What got you so interested in goth stuff?
How delightful.
Ooh, I like your voice. Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into... How dare you! I'm just gonna say, is this lyric now? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, oh my god, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Sancho, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interest. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap-making videos. Love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. Don't want to make it too... Word jumbles. Ooh! The, written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, and, I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Oh, gorgeous! Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine. Lilium bulbiferum. The orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze. I like that. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. I don't want to make another My Chemical Romance joke. My loins are ablaze. I don't know. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Dragons, honeysuckles, sunflower. If I had to pick, I would pick snapdragons. Because they're cute! And you can do that thing where you squeeze them so it looks like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. Aw, thank you. You put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly a phone rings. Oh, Sancho. Will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles And walk. Okay. Davy smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. A watermelon grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Ugh, that's my struggle with my strawberries. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle! Oh god. No! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Yes. Yes? No. No. This. Okay. No. Oh, can I? Yes.
Go!
Yeah. Good. I was gonna say, did a head flip over? Good at that, at least. Whew, that was a close one. Oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Sideshow, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have, well... His teacher needs me to come to the school, post-haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're... right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo. What is it this time? This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me. The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me it was wide down here. You tricked me. Whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't exactly going to leave him here. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him? Well, worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. Maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest. 20 minutes? Dad.
What?
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie.
Whoa.
Hey, just like my daughter. It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarsh, you too. Thank you for your remediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately pulls his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again.
Oh, no.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. Even if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, you can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out of the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. That is that, yes. He's probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handle that. Does that kind of thing happen a lot? I admire how you handle it. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. Oh, I got it from him. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Where are you getting these names? Oh my god. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on-screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with amused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bed, two-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular size house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian, since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian live-streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. I do too. Alright, what did I get for this? Stage complete? Alright, did pretty good. Oh, the goth thing was... Oh!
Simply marvelous.
Ooh, I got name ranking for that. Alright! Alright, so we did good with our first dates with everybody except for Robert. And who did I get the C from? Interview with the Vampire.
You got dads.
Who did I get the C from? Was it... I think it was Matt. So Robert and Matt did not do too good on. So, should I shake it up a bit or just go down the line? Like, just do the same pattern I did and just see, like, what happens next? I'm not sure. Well, maybe I'll... You know what? I might go with Robert next. So let's see how that would go.